Welcome back to my channel, you guys. If you are new to my channel, my name is Googs, and I post Talk Tuesday videos every single Tuesday. I dive into the subconscious mind and ponder the thoughts that you probably never have thought about, but you guys should be thinking about. But in today's video specifically, I wanted to focus in on more career path, specifically talking about the Big Four. The reason I'm filming this video is because busy season starts tomorrow for me. For those of you that are in accounting, majoring in accounting, or thinking about becoming an accountant and are kind of wondering about the Big Four, stay tuned because in this video I'm going to be talking about what to expect pretty much. So without further ado, let's get into it. Just to get rid of the elephant in the room, I know one of the main things that everyone associates the Big Four with is no work-life balance, working like a dog, slaving away, corporate slavery, and working a lot of hours. They're not wrong. I just want to make sure that new incoming students or those that are trying to change their career paths, I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm just trying to make sure you're prepared because yes, that is what you need to expect if you are trying to become an auditor or an accountant because there is a busy season. Now, what busy season is that companies have a year end and usually you're given at least 60 or 90 days until after year end to file and submit the financial statements. Now, it is the job to the auditors to make sure everything's right, pretty much everything checks out, everything balances. That is us. So that entails a lot of deadlines, that entails a lot of stress, and that entails a lot of overtime. I know you guys are thinking about this. What's the pay like? What's blah, 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 pay, money? You get paid a salary unless you're an intern, I guess. I still paid a salary when I was an intern. Anyways, that's beside the point. You get paid a salary and so you don't get paid for overtime. Yeah, it's rough. One of the main things to expect going into your first busy season is a huge, and I mean like a very, very steep learning curve. Is this normal? Yes, of course it's normal. Does it feel like it's not normal and will it feel like you're stupid? Yes, it will feel like you're stupid. When it's your first busy season, you're pretty much just getting a hands-on experience, getting the grip of things. You're trying to understand what's what. You're still trying to understand your working paper. You're trying to understand how things work. You're new to the client. You're trying to understand the client. A bunch of new things are being thrown at you at an accelerated pace, I should say, because deadlines are approaching. You're working pretty much, I'll get into like the more specifics of how much I work later on, but stay with me and be prepared to ask a lot of questions. If you don't ask questions, you're not gonna move ahead. You're gonna be given like tasks to do and you're not gonna get them done, or you're gonna get them done and get back like a ton of review notes. You just need to have a good communication with your team. That really helps with staying on top of tasks, and it really helps with the learning curve, and it really helps you because I feel for you. If it's your first busy season, it's gonna be upsetting. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this thing. It's not fun, especially now because of COVID. We're working from home. You're not even in the office. You're not even taking breaks the way you're probably supposed to be. At least I know last year when I was working from home during busy season, my first busy season, I wasn't taking breaks as much as I should have, which leads me to the second thing you should keep in mind going into your first busy season: boundaries. This one might be a little controversial. I don't give a fuck. I'm here to tell you, you need to create your boundaries because this is especially important if you're new. You want to say yes to everything. You're eager to learn, and you should be, and that's good. But you gotta set your boundaries. What does that look like? Well, don't skip your lunch break. If you know that you have a bunch of tasks that you need to get done by nighttime, don't take on more, or simply just explain that your situation and explain to your manager or senior, whoever's giving you that task, like, hey, look, I want to be able to get my lunch break in and my dinner break in. I need to eat. I need to replenish my body. It's as simple as that. And what tends to happen when you're new is that you don't set those boundaries, and so it kind of becomes your personality at the workplace, and it's not your fault. It's just that you were never taught to set your boundaries. But setting boundaries is a life skill that you should anyways have, not just at work, but in your personal life as well. So setting boundaries is very, very important when it comes to busy season. The third thing that you should keep in mind entering your busy season: self-care. Of course, there's going to be times where you order skip the dishes. Of course, you're going to want to munch out when you're stressed out. Of course, you're not going to be able to make it to the gym. And it sounds stupid that I'm saying of course, because these are human essential things, but because you chose this corporate field, you chose being an accountant, you're gonna have to deal with that shit. This is what comes with the job, they say. So whatever, just hear me out. Self-care does not need to mean going for massages or taking a whole day off or doing something grand. Self-care can mean things like taking a 20-minute bath, taking some time out to do morning yoga for 10 minutes, taking a 10-minute meditation break. Little things throughout your day will really help keep you going, and it'll help keep you sane, because trust me, if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't eat healthy often, if you don't try to stretch or do yoga or like just work out or see your family, you're gonna go crazy. But the nature of the job is that it's really jam-packed because you're pretty much working morning to night. You need to start implementing these self-care habits throughout the day, which is where boundaries really come into play, and that's why I mentioned boundaries before mentioning this. So make sure you implement self-care stuff. Number 4. Am I on number 4? Whatever. The next one. Don't take shit personally. There's gonna be times where your senior and your manager may get frustrated with you, and it might be because maybe you fucked up or you didn't do something right or you messed something up, but a lot of the times they're just stressed out. Everyone is just stressed out. Projection happens, and although it shouldn't because we're in a professional environment, it does end up happening when maybe they're just stressed out. Everyone's just, hanging by a thread. So don't take anything personally. So yeah, it does get overwhelming. Again, it comes with the job, so don't feel guilty for reaching out, asking questions, or if someone gets irritated with you. Don't take that shit personally. At the end of the day, your job is not you. Your job does not define you, and I'm working on this because I remember my last busy season, man, I took everything personally. I would cry pretty much on a daily basis, which is not good. That's why I'm making this video, because this was literally last year. So I am making this video for all the newcomers, and I'm letting you guys know it's part of the job. And although there are better ways to handle it, not everyone is trained in it exactly. Everyone's just trying to get the audit done. Everyone's just trying to work and get their shit done. That's it. It's just a job. Don't take anything personally. Number 5, don't burn out right away. Again, if you guys know me and follow me on my channel, you know that I'm really into not ever getting to the point of burnout. I talk a lot about implementing good habits to, keep you zen, keep you living your best life, reach your higher self. I'm saying this because of the nature of the job, and I don't necessarily agree with the nature of the job, but I'm just telling you facts that you need to know going into your busy seasons. By don't burn out, I basically mean pace yourself. Don't try to overwhelm yourself with the huge list of to-do things you have to do for the next couple of months, because if you look at it, you will get overwhelmed. It's gonna happen because there's probably gonna be 50 items on that thing. But if you break it down and you're like, hey, this month I will get through this, this, and this. Next month I'll get through this, this, and this. Then you can pace yourself. Not everything needs to get done right away all the time. For example, some things might be okay to be done at the end of the week, and then some things might be more, urgent, so you have to get it done tomorrow or today. So make sure you pace yourself. Don't try to do everything all at once and then burn out, because busy season is not a month. It's not 2 months. Sometimes it ain't even 3. It can fucking go all the way till end of April, so that's 4 months. And I'm lecturing myself as much as I'm lecturing you guys right now. The 6th tip that I'm gonna give you guys: don't take it so serious. I know some people at work, and I don't know what your goals are, I don't know who you are, but there are some people at work that completely make work their life. Life is their work, love is their work, food is their work. They inhale that shit. I'm saying they are at the office 24/7 because they want to be. Even during COVID, they probably sneak their way up there. My point is don't take this shit so seriously, because life is more than just work. Work is supposed to give you the means to live your life. It's just giving you money. Remember that. And I'm saying that because they're not going to tell you that. I don't care who's watching this video, I'm being very honest. No one's going to fucking tell you don't take this shit so serious, because they're going to be like, no, take it seriously. What do you mean? You have to get it done properly. And I'm not saying you're not supposed to do your work properly. I already mentioned you should be asking questions. I already mentioned you should be reaching out. I already mentioned you should be pacing yourself. This has nothing to do with that. Do your job properly. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, when you get overwhelmed or whenever you're stressed, just take a step back and look at it holistically and be like, yo, this job is just a job. It's just a fucking job. It's just something you gotta do. And I actually learned this from one of my close friends recently, and it's really helped me just with my mindset, because there will be days where you're up till very, very late. I'm not going to define how very, very late is, because that's going to really scare the shit out of some of y'all, but it's okay. This is temporary. This is all temporary. I'm just trying to do this so I can help out my team can help me out, we can get this audit done with, capiche, boom, bow, we good. Again, it's the nature of the job, and we all picked to be here. So yeah, I just want to give y'all a fair fucking warning about that and give y'all some tips along the way. Number 7. This is a more practical one, but I swear to God, if it's your first busy season, you will really benefit from this. Keep a notebook with you. And I mean, write everything down. So whenever you're on a call with anyone, for any reason, have a notebook with you, because you never know when you're going to take notes. The amount of times I have had to refer back to notes that I've taken months ago because I forgot something is so common, and it's so nice, and I always thank myself for writing down those notes, because you don't have to ask someone else or your higher ups again and look like an idiot. Not that you'd look like an idiot, but it's just better if you just don't have to, because they have a lot of stuff on their plate. So taking notes along the way is something I'm personally still working on, but I'm saying it's really good, and you should as well, because it's very unrealistic to expect everyone to remember everything that's being said to them on every single call. Busy season is a whole monster. And again, I'm trying to prepare you. I'm not trying to scare you, but you signed up for this and you should know. If you guys already knew this is what you were gonna expect, then great, good job. This video just pretty much confirmed your expectations. And if you are someone who didn't really know what you're getting into, I hope this is preparing you as well. Some cool tips that I have picked up on is having something during the week to look forward to. This could be something like a dinner with the loved one, or meeting up with friends, having a wine night. Maybe it's just watching a movie with your loved ones at home. Maybe it's baking something, whatever, you know what I mean? Just have something that you're looking forward to, because that will really help your mental health. I started doing this halfway through busy season. I noticed a difference, but like the first half that I wasn't implementing any of the things I'm saying to y'all. But with that being said, those are a couple of things that I think are pretty big things that are general, that I think everyone who is going into busy season should keep in mind. This video is always here for you to refer back to. You got this. Again, busy season's rough, but it's not something you can't do, and you have a team. Take it one step at a time. Again, don't burn yourself out. It's a marathon. It's not a fucking sprint. It's a marathon. Thanks guys for listening to this video. I hope it was insightful and informative. And please subscribe to this video and give it a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Share it with your friends. Anyways, have an amazing, amazing day, and good luck this busy season. See you next video.